Hey everybody, welcome to Cougar Talk with Brigham and Jax. I am Brigham and this is Jax. Hey Jax, how you doing today, buddy? You good? Well, you look warm with your beanie on. Well, today we're going to talk about BYU's game this past weekend against Boise State. Like I said in the last video, this was by far the most important game of the season. It was the biggest game for sure. Boise State was ranked 21st coming into it, and BYU was ranked 9th. So it had big implications and was a big deal, and honestly I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was. I thought it was going to come down to the end. I thought that I was even a little bit nervous, but BYU smashed them, so that was awesome, and they really made a statement. The final score was 51-17, and Boise scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and the 2 touchdowns that they scored came at the very end of the game in the fourth quarter. BYU was kind of letting up, and they got a couple over the top of BYU, some deep balls thrown, and they scored 2 touchdowns. So not looking too much into that, but they really stopped them. They played a great game, offensively and defensively. In terms of total offense, BYU had 573 yards. 360 of those were passing, and 213 of those were rushing. So they had a really good offensive game. Overall, it was very balanced. The bulk of these yards came at the beginning of the game when Tyler Algier broke off for, I think it was an 86-yard run. It was one of the first plays of the game. It was awesome. So that was one of their big running plays of the night. Defensively, they allowed 310 yards. 249 of those were passing yards, and 61 of those were rushing yards. And like I said, towards the end of the game, there were 2 really long throws that ended up being touchdowns, so that's where a lot of those yards came from for Boise State. In terms of my player of the game, I know every week it seems like it's Zach Wilson or Tyler Algier or one of the receivers, but definitely this week my player of the game was Isaac Rex, the tight end. So I have a video. Isaac Rex scored 2 touchdowns for BYU, and I have a video of both his touchdowns here.
Shotgun snap to Zach. Pulls it away from Algier. Quick fire. Catch made at the goal line. Touchdown! Isaac Rex and the Cougars.
Great job coming back to Isaac Rex's size mismatch on the nickelback and middle.
Snap to Zach. Zach play fake. 5-step drop. He throws on the end to Rex. Another touchdown catch for Rex. He goes down and in for 6. Isaac Rex in the end zone. The Cougars extend the lead to 29-3. Touchdown for Isaac Rex. 6 of
So Isaac Rex scored 2 touchdowns. Both were awesome. Both were huge. Okay, I'm sorry. Jax is mad that I didn't show him the video as well. I'll show you the next one, okay? So, awesome game for Isaac Rex, for the offense, for the defense. Again, just such a well-rounded game. Not a whole lot of flaws or things to point out. For the season, with the Boise State game included, we are averaging 45.3 points per game offensively. So that is crazy. I've never seen statistics like this for BYU. That ranks 8th in the country. Defensively, we're only allowing 13.9 points per game, which is 10th in the country. So again, what's amazing about that is we're in the top 10 for all of these categories, and we're not even allowing 2 touchdowns per game. Offensively, for total offense, we average 533.4 yards per game, which is 7th in the country. And defensively, we're only giving up 284.9 yards per game, which is 8th in the country. So if you look at those two, we're averaging 533, they're averaging about 285. That's like 150 yard difference. So that's pretty crazy how well BYU is outplaying their competition. And then in terms of the ranking, BYU went from 9th to 8th. So that was great. We moved up 1 spot. There wasn't a ton of movement in front of BYU. The only game, number 8 Florida beat number 5 Georgia, so that's why BYU moved up. So overall, BYU is having a really great year. They're playing awesome. And like I say every week, it's a fun time to be a Cougar fan, and even if you're not, it's just fun to be watching them. So thanks for watching. This has been Cougar Talk with Brigham and Jax. Subscribe if you like, and we'll see you next week.